Hello, food lovers. Welcome to another exciting culinary journey. Today we journey to the Middle East, a region known for its rich history and diverse culinary traditions. We are about to explore a dish that is not only full of flavor, but also steeped in cultural significance. It's called Khal, a dish that embodies the essence of Middle Eastern cuisine. Khal is a true celebration of spices and slow cooking, a method that allows the flavors to meld together beautifully over time. Khal is more than just a meal. It represents family gatherings and special occasions. In many Middle Eastern households, preparing Khal is a communal activity, bringing family members together to share in the cooking process and the joy of eating. The aroma of Khal simmering on the stove fills the house with warmth and anticipation. It's a scent that invites everyone to the table, promising a meal that is both comforting and delicious. Imagine tender meat infused with fragrant spices like cumin, coriander, and cinnamon. Each bite is a burst of flavor, a testament to the careful preparation and the quality of the ingredients used. Picture fluffy rice, each grain separate and flavorful, perfectly complementing the rich and savory Khal. The rice is often cooked with a blend of spices, and sometimes even with a bit of saffron, adding a beautiful golden hue and a subtle, luxurious flavor. Are you ready to discover the secrets of this Middle Eastern treasure? The magic of Khal lies in its spices. Each family has its own unique blend, passed down through generations, making every pot of Khal a little different, but always delicious. Let's begin our culinary adventure. We'll explore the ingredients, the techniques, and the traditions that make Khal such a beloved dish. From selecting the freshest spices to mastering the art of slow cooking, we'll guide you through every step of the process. So grab your apron and let's get started on this flavorful journey. The foundation of a delicious Khal lies in the marinade. This is the crucial step where the meat absorbs all the wonderful flavors that will make your dish stand out. The marinade is not just a mixture, it's a symphony of ingredients that work together to create a masterpiece. This is where the magic of flavor infusion begins. The act of marinating is an ancient technique passed down through generations that transforms ordinary meat into something extraordinary. The longer the meat sits in this flavorful bath, the more intense and delightful the taste will be. We start with tender pieces of lamb or beef. These meats are ideal because they absorb the marinade well and become incredibly tender and juicy. However, the choice of meat can vary based on personal preference and dietary restrictions. You can also use chicken or even go vegetarian with hearty vegetables. Vegetables like bell peppers, zucchini, and mushrooms are excellent choices as they soak up the marinade beautifully and add a different texture and flavor to the dish. Next comes a symphony of spices. Each spice plays a unique role in the marinade, contributing its own distinct flavor and aroma. The combination of these spices is what gives the dish its signature taste. Cumin adds its earthy warmth. This spice is a staple in many cuisines around the world and is known for its ability to enhance the flavor of meat. Coriander brings a citrusy note. Fresh coriander leaves, also known as cilantro, add a burst of freshness and a hint of citrus that balances the richness of the meat. Cinnamon provides a hint of sweetness. This spice is often associated with desserts, but it also works wonderfully in savory dishes, adding a subtle sweetness that complements the other spices. Don't forget turmeric for its golden hue and ginger for a touch of heat. Turmeric not only adds a beautiful color to the dish, but also has numerous health benefits. Ginger, on the other hand, adds a bit of heat and a lot of flavor. These spices, combined with yogurt or lemon juice, tenderize the meat and create a depth of flavor that is simply irresistible. The acidity in the yogurt or lemon juice helps to break down the proteins in the meat, making it more tender and allowing the flavors to penetrate deeply. Allow the meat to marinate for at least a few hours or even better overnight. This extended marination time ensures that the flavors are fully absorbed and the meat becomes incredibly tender. This allows the flavors to penetrate deeply, ensuring a truly authentic taste. When you finally cook the meat, you'll notice how the marinade has transformed it, making it juicy, flavorful, and absolutely delicious. The time and effort you put into marinating will be evident in every bite. The beauty of marinating lies in its versatility. You can experiment with different spices and ingredients to create your own unique blend. Whether you prefer a spicy kick or a more subtle flavor, the possibilities are endless. Tasting the marinade before you let it rest is also a good practice. This way you can adjust the seasoning to your liking. Remember, the marinade should be flavorful enough to enhance the meat but not overpower it. Ultimately, marinating is about more than just flavor. It's about creating a dish that brings people together, a meal that is enjoyed and remembered. The time and care you put into marinating will be appreciated by everyone who tastes your dish. So, take your time with the marinade. Let the ingredients work their magic and you'll be rewarded with a dish that is rich, flavorful, and truly unforgettable. Happy cooking! With our meat beautifully marinated, it's time to bring in the aromatics. The sizzle of onions and garlic in hot oil is a sensory delight that signals the next stage of our Khal journey. Thinly sliced onions turn translucent and sweet as they caramelize. Minced garlic releases its pungent aroma, adding another layer of complexity to the dish. We add the marinated meat to this flavorful base, searing it until it develops a rich, golden brown crust. This step locks in the juices, ensuring that every bite is bursting with flavor. Now comes the moment to introduce the rice, the fluffy companion to our flavorful meat. Long grain rice is ideal for Khal, as it absorbs the flavors of the dish beautifully while remaining separate and fluffy. We gently stir the rice into the pot, coating each grain with the fragrant sauce. Then we add broth, a little at a time, allowing the rice to slowly absorb the liquid and cook to perfection. The pot simmers gently, covered with a lid, filling the kitchen with an irresistible aroma. This slow cooking process is essential for developing the unique flavors and textures of Khal. The spices play a crucial role in this dish. They are the heart and soul, infusing the rice and meat with layers of complex flavors. We carefully measure and add each spice, ensuring the perfect balance. Common spices used include cumin, coriander, and turmeric, each bringing its own unique note to the symphony of flavors. Stirring the pot thoroughly ensures that the spices are evenly distributed, allowing every bite to be a burst of flavor. As the pot simmers, the steam rising carries the tantalizing aroma throughout the kitchen. This is a dish that engages all the senses, from the sight of the vibrant colors to the smell of the fragrant spices. Periodically, we lift the lid to check on the progress, ensuring that the rice is cooking evenly and absorbing the broth properly. The texture of the rice is crucial. It should be tender yet firm, each grain distinct and separate. This is achieved through the slow and careful cooking process. When the rice is perfectly cooked, it's time to serve. Each spoonful should be a harmonious blend of rice, meat and spices, a true testament to the art of cooking Khal. Finally, we plate the dish, garnishing it with fresh herbs for a burst of color and freshness. The result is a meal that is not only delicious but also visually appealing, a feast for both the eyes and the palate. Sharing this meal with loved ones is the ultimate reward. The time and effort put into preparing Khal are evident in every bite, making it a dish that brings people together, creating memories that last a lifetime. Each bite is a journey through the rich tapestry of flavors, a celebration of culinary tradition and the joy of sharing good food with good company. And as the pot empties, we are reminded of the simple pleasures of life: good food, good company, and the joy of cooking from the heart. As the Khal simmers to perfection, let's prepare a final flourish of flavor and texture. Toasted nuts like almonds or pine nuts add a delightful crunch and nutty aroma. Fresh herbs such as parsley or cilantro bring a burst of freshness and vibrancy. These final touches elevate the dish, transforming it into a feast for the senses. Once the rice is cooked and the meat is tender, we gently fluff the Khal with a fork and sprinkle it with our toasted nuts and fresh herbs.